Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Fib Diggity. Today is February 19th. It's a Thursday morning. Welcome to my desk. This is Meri at TheMeriAtelier. We are going to open Happy Mail auction hauls. Now this is a huge one. It's really about 3 sales in here. Jacqueline held my invoice, and she also had some things going, so this covers about probably a month and a half. 3 sales. So it's a huge package. I also have one from Rebecca. So let's get started. I don't know how long I will be on this morning. I might be a little bit, leave a little bit early. I've got a big day ahead of me. Let's get over here, get to my channel. This is what I've been waiting for. And it sat here for about a week or so before I opened it. I mean, before I'm even getting to it. Good morning, good morning. My chat is not showing. Come on. I get everything blank for my chat. Well, I want to say good morning to you. Oh, it's Dee Dee and Arlene. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, good morning. So this comes from Lovely's Crafting Lodge, and it's Jacqueline. She does a lot of dyed, D-Y-E-D, dye work, papers and fabrics, and oh my goodness. She sells on Friday afternoons at 4 p.m. Eastern. I do think she is selling tomorrow. So let me find the over here, right? Yes. Let me open this up and we will go through it. It's huge. It's huge. But like I said, this is from about a month and a half, 3 different sales, I think. And I have another one coming from her from last week. I bought some, not in this package, but in the next sale from her. I got some Angie bowls. Let's flip it over this way. Ooh, look at that fabric. Ooh. I dropped my scissors. Where'd they land? Under my chair. There they are. This time I think it's on this side. Let's turn it around. Free gift. Free gift. And it looks like Lisbeth gifted me something. And cheesy cloth. Good. I've been needing cheesy cloth. I think this is cheesecloth. No? You can't tell. I'll let you know. Free gift. Lunar dust. Mars orange, and I think this is like a pigment. Lunar dust. Got several colors of it. I've got a light gold, kind of a bluish color. looks like a pinkish, a copper, and a free gift. We'll have to, I've never played with lunar dust before. Mars orange, pigment powder. It's a pigment powder. It says so right on the package. Got an ad. Hi, Brooke. Welcome in, Miss Brooke. Free gift. A little round. What's in here? What's in here? She says, what's in here? You guys, I have a big day ahead of me. The padlock I bought at Amazon did not fit my storage locker, so I have to return it. And I did. They are going to take it back, but I have to drop it off at a UPS center, and the closest one is far away. I'm not looking forward. Oh, these are those little fishtail tabs. The little fishtail tabs. Thank you. I'll use those. I'm not going to put them back in my... I'm going to put them over here. And more. We'll go through all these fabrics. That's what made this package so huge, was I bought fabrics. Because I love fabrics, and I particularly love dyed fabrics. Here's a free gift from Lisbeth. Lisbeth is such a sweetie. Oh, they're little cards. These will go in a nice journal. I think there's just 2 of them here. Find the... I'll have to thank her. Well, it's here. It's here. Way up above. Teresa? Good morning, Miss Teresa. Dee Dee popped in from Lisbeth. They're kind of like a journaling. Oh, they're postcards. They're postcards. How cool are those? Very nice. I'm going to put it like that. Some dyed papers. Plant department. The plant department. Ooh, look at this paper. And I have gotten to where when I buy her, or I do from Debbie too, I'll just buy 2 sheets at a time. This almost feels like a parchment paper, almost like glassine. It's very, and it's, yeah, it's I can see my hand when I hold it up to the light. You probably can't see it, but when I hold it up to the light, I can see my hand. Cool paper. Ooh. We'll put that up there. Some dyed, looks like a graph paper or a lined paper. Oh, it's got the sewing on the edge of it. The sewing tabs. I love this from the plant department. Carrots. Squash. Look at these illustrations. I'm trying to figure out what catalog this was from. It looks like it's because it's a print from them, because it's blank on the other side. It's not from an actual catalog. Wow. Oh, this is cool. This makes a nice journal page. This is just my style right here. It's all good. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. I love my Jacqueline papers. And there's a journal. I think this journal might be from Lori. I'm not sure. I can't read that. Oh, folio journal. Two pockets and one page, something or other. Let's open it up. And I love that she's using these labels, because I can pull the label off and have a transparent page. And I have a couple transparent pages that I was working on the other day. Let's open this up. And I just about have them finished. So we'll finish them off. Look at this. This is certainly from Lori, Paint Girly. And there's ephemera in here. The Language of Flowers. Kate Greenway's Language of Flowers. Ephemera. Lots of yumminess from Miss Lori, Paint Girly. Some little ephemeras down there. And then there's the oh, look at that. Awesome. Awesomeness. Oh, this is going to be fun to work in. Fun to work in. Let's put these in here. From Elizabeth. The postcards. Thank you, Lisbeth. I'll keep that out as a reminder. So this will be fun to work in. Look at that. Ah, awesomeness. Lori Paint Girly always does such a good job. It is bound so nice and tight. My binding is not as good as hers. I'm going to put these back here. Well, I'll keep this out. This will be something. And look at the nice tie here. The nice tie. Kind of a silky tie. A silky fabric. It's nice and soft. We'll work in this. Miss Lori, Paint Girly. Oh, the puppy needs to bark. Teresa said, I'll be right back. The puppy needs to bark. I'm going to keep that out. And looks like I have another journal. And this one's probably from Miss Lori, too. Finish the folio. Finish it. So I imagine this is an unfinished one that we put together. I like to buy Lori's Paint Girly's work. She does an awesome job. She does awesome work. I could never sell my stuff though. First of all, I don't think it's not as, my work is not work that's sellable. I would give it away, but I probably would never. See, here's another transparent page. I would give it away as a free gift, but for something nice like this is a folio that you finish up. Goes like this. And then she also included yummies, and then you put everything together. Some of that dyed paper might look nice in here from Jacqueline. And here's a tie and a piece. I'm gonna put that up with the other one. What else is in here, Meri? Fabric, an ATC necklace. Beautiful. I'm going to put these up here. I'll go through these pieces when I get to the fabric. This is a playing card. I said ATC, but it's the Queen of Diamonds. How cool is that? That'll stay out. I'll use that. Here's a freebie, probably from another sale. Free yumminess recipe cards, dyed recipe cards. Ooh, beautiful. Yumminess. Yumminess. This looks like it might have come from Lori too. I'm not sure. Oh no, these are swatches that Jacqueline made. Sorry, Jacqueline, if I don't get things right. I always have a time finding the... Is that just one? No, it's here. Yeah, it is just one. That'll make an awesome transparent page. If I can get these out. Boy, I should have probably had a time putting these in. They're coming, but very slow. Is that folded? No, that's a very narrow one. If I can get my finger in here and pull. But that'll make an awesome... I always like these for transparent pages. And boy, I've got them today. These, I think, are Jacqueline swatches. Awesome. Ooh. Greens. Purple, kind of a purple pink. Ooh, here she's marked on them. I like how she marks on the... This is cool. I might do some marking like this on these, because there's plenty of them. Very cool. Fun, fun, fun. Another set of envelope pocket. This was a sale item, half off sale item. She called it an envelope pocket. Envelope pocket. Stitched piece. Oh, I see. It goes this way. It's a little tabby. envelope with a guest check in it. How cool. Little journal spot. That will go in that folio journal from Lori, or the one we make. Put it up there with those. Another little piece. And of course the index cards, all beautiful index cards, kind of a light pink and with a green tone around the edges. Those are fun. Those are fun. And I'm calling them index. They may not be, they're index size. I don't know if this is, it looks like it's index paper. Put that up. Oh, I might put that in a bag here. And it just keeps coming because this is from more than one sale, you guys. This is from more than one sale. This is fabric. We'll come back to the fabrics. Here's some ephemera. A variety of ephemera. And I don't know if this is from Jacqueline or Lori, but I do like that they use the stickers. Where is the... I always have a time finding the beginning of these here. These will make some nice transparent pages. I feel guilty opening all of this. I feel guilty, like I don't have enough the way it is. I have to go and buy more. This is why I'm getting a storage locker. The guilt is real. Another nice transparent art journal page. Looks like big lights flooding down on a crowd of people in an auditorium. A little postage stamp, or a postage stamp size, some rickrack label, a pumpkin, cute little doggy, roses, just little ephemeras. Ooh, a gold seal. A to from gift tag. Gift tag. Looks like some paper. Christmas paper. Some braille. Ooh. Braille sheet. Must be a novel. And this is in Rome, Roman buildings. And what can I do to drive away? To Fanny. Alrighty. Yumminess. Let's see. I'm gonna start putting all of this. I don't want to put it back, I'm going to put it in the big envelope. Well, I have a Ziploc. Let's put it in here. If I can get it in there. Did I open or close it? Did I open or close it? This is yumminess. Just pure yumminess. Put it this way and I'll use it. I'll use it up. And some beautiful, look at this, dyed paper. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Oh, it's beautiful, dyed papers. And then she has these cards that have the, and I love to fold these in half and use them in my journals. And these are good writing ones. I got 2 of those. And some yellow sunshine. Some yellow sunshine. Sunshine. Jacqueline says, I want to see your sunshine. It's coming along. I'm still folding papers. Now we're on the Valentine stuff. This is big Valentine doilies. What am I going to do with those? Pray tell. From a friend. From a friend. So somebody sent these to me. Somebody gifted me. I don't know who to thank. I'm not going to open it up because some another big Valentine. I want to figure out how I can use these, because my journals are generally 8.5 by 11 folded in half. If you have any ideas of how I can use these, let me know. And some papers. This is a ledger paper, dyed beautiful green, and this is like a very light pinkish coffee. Could be avocado dyed, it could be coffee dyed. It's hard for me to tell in my lighting situation. Oh, where did I put that packet of paper? Let's get that packet out. Where'd I put it? I'm keeping track of all the transparent. Where'd I put it? I don't know what I did with it. I don't understand how I can lose things without moving a muscle. Without moving a muscle. Drop the doily here. I piled stuff on top of it. I piled papers on top of it. I can't wait to look at all this fabric. I'm going to take these loose ends and put in a like some freebies there. A thank you. A thank you. Oh, she sent this book to me because she said she saw it there and she thought of me. I can't wait to look at that. Let me get all this. I see another loose end here. A chain. A little chain. Oh, that's one of those bracelets from, it might be too, oh wait, here. Kellyanne makes these. This one might be a little small for me to just put over my width of my hand here. My wrist is small. My wrist will hold it, but when I can't just slip it over my thumb because this part of my hand is wide. I've got big hands and small wrists. And this is a magnet. This is a beautiful, let me hold it up so you guys can see it. Are you guys seeing things? My camera, I did a member video last night and I reviewed it and I'm going, I wasn't even in frame. Nobody said anything. Isn't that beautiful? Kellyanne does such a beautiful job. And I think this is my third or fourth bracelet from Kellyanne, but I don't keep them on my hands because I play with jewelry and I would break it. It comes apart here. It's a very strong magnet. There we go. See, it fits my wrist fine. We'll leave it on for now. I might just wear it all day. Got a free playing card for a little freebie. I won one of the gifties. But this might just be a freebie for, and it's a, oh, I can't pronounce it. 1907 Peugeot. One of those fancy cars. Car buffs would know. Some dyed sunshine. Some dyed sunshine. I think these are dyed. I don't think this is the natural color. I think these were probably white and she dyed them a pretty yellow. And this, let's see, here's some heart doilies. She sent me a heart doily in a card. Bless her heart. I'm going to put these in here. I'm going to keep all the littles together. So I'll be using these in my journals. Now, let's open this one up. This says, Meri, faux, 5-count, 1 envelope. Faux, P-O-L-E-R-I. I'm not sure what she's saying. Faux something. Jacqueline says, the bracelet reminds me of the DNA helix. The DNA helix. Isn't that bracelet? It is awesome. It's a little bead, and I think the little helix there that Jacqueline is referring to is a bead. I don't know if she strings all those together. That would be an awful lot of work if this were not a separate bead here. I'm thinking that these beads are separate, but she might string those all together. I don't know. It's an awesome bracelet. Alrighty, there's no way I'm cutting it, Dee Dee. There's no way I'm cutting it, because I've saved these for transparent pages. It opens up somehow here. I found this opening. Is it right here on the edge? Yeah, it's right on the edge. How did you ever do this, Jacqueline? There, it's right on the very tippy tip edge here. Oh, this is like a little pocket tab thing with beautiful fancy shoes and a clip holding more fancy stuff in here. Roller skates, or ice skate, no, roller skates. How cool. Yummy, yummy ephemeras. I think some of these things were on sale. She had a sale. Put that with the transparencies. Put this in here. Jacqueline, good morning, Miss Jacqueline. Chop, 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 Arlene says. Hi, Kimberly. Welcome in, Miss Kimberly. Isn't this bracelet awesome? It's very comfortable. It's very comfortable, but some of those bracelets I get, I can fit them. They have a little bit of stretchy. This doesn't have a lot of stretch to it. And I can fit them over this part of my hand, this pretty wide. Got big, wide hands and tiny wrists. All right. Free an Americana coloring. Now, this I think was a contest thing where I won a number, and I think I got the last one, which was the Liberty one. Or I might have got the first one and chose it. Who knows? And I'm not a coloring person, but that doesn't mean I can't use it. Let's see what's in here. I'm not a coloring person. I would end up scribble coloring or painting. I could use markers though. I love that she puts labels on these. Thank you for using the labels, Jacqueline, because they come off really nice. Well, this one's not. I'll do that later. But they do come off nice. Oh, look, it's a coloring book. I could probably use markers in here. And I will be taking this apart. Coffee. Coffee! Coloring book. Some beautiful papers again. Jacqueline papers. Yumminess, yumminess. And now we're to the Egyptian book. Oh no, we got one more little, which is another bracelet from Kellyanne. The lighting in here is bad. I can't read. Let me open this up. Oh, I might end up cutting this one. There we go. Another bracelet. Kellyanne had a bracelet sale. A jewelry sale. Chocolate? Turquoise accent. Oh, with turquoise. I'm not sure that that's chocolate. It looks like chocolate to me. Something turquoise accent. Let's put it on too. And I like that she uses these magnets. This is pretty. Let me hold it up here. Aren't they awesome? Look at that. I'm going to have Dee Dee wrist pretty soon. Dee Dee wears all these beautiful bracelets and rings, and I don't know if she wears rings so much as she wears bracelets. Miss Inky Well. I'll have Inky Well wrists. And she says, thought of you. She saw this book. I'm at the end. Except for I'm going to put all these fabrics back in here. And this, see, this one that Jacqueline said was a helix is what this came out of. Kellyanne was selling it for $15 and she marked it down to $7.50. And Meri said, I can't resist it. This is just awesome, awesome bracelets. And I'm not much of a jewelry person. Not because I don't like it, but because I fool with it. Thank you so much for thinking of you. I'm going to keep that one. Put it up here with my Dee Dee post-it notes. Ancient Egypt. How does it, oh, it's a board book. Ancient Egypt. You know what? This inspires me just opening it this way. To make stencils. Egyptian stencils. Of a sphinx. This is what inspired me here. And I think from a long time ago, I was doing some Egyptian, and I think Dee Dee sent me some of these. At the time, you could get the dog ones. And I have a, I'm going to knock Penelope off her throne. Let's move her. And I think Dee Dee sent me a set of Egyptian ones. And I have them around here. But, oh, I can see stencils. Nefertiti, is that Nefertiti? The great royal wife. Pharaoh's wives were regarded, you're not seeing what I'm seeing. Pharaoh's wives were regarded as gods. I don't know if I would want to be an Egyptian wife. I don't think I would want to be a god. I would make a terrible god. Can you guys see stencils here? I could see a stencil of that wolf head. Yep, that's what this is inspiring. Look at this. Preparing for the afterlife. Well, that's what we do as Christians. We prepare for the afterlife. I hate to say, mummies, you have it wrong. All that preparation. Don't criticize history. Look, there's the wolf head again. Standing in for Anubis. Anubis? The priest in charge wore a jackal mask. That's not a wolf, it's a jackal. Jackal, wolf, still looks like a dog. That symbolized Anubis. Anubis, the god of the dead and mummification. The god of the dead. And look, they're mummifying that body. But I see stencils. I see stencils. I can't look at Egyptian pages without seeing this is a fold out. This is an awesome book, Jacqueline. And she got it for me for free. Thank you so much. We'll keep this book out. I like to cut stencils out of, you can get, and I don't have any right here, but you can get these dividers, Avery dividers, page dividers that are strong, and they kind of look like a stencil material, except they got the tabs. I cut the tabs off and used the pages as my stencil. I have some around here. This is an awesome, awesome book. It'll stay out. Maybe we'll get out my Society of Idea Collector and design some stencils. It's an awesome cover. This will not be one. I could do reverse collage in here, but probably not. Oh, excuse me, I got a hiccup. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Awesomeness. All right, we're down to the fabrics. This is my little pack of smalls here. Let's put these. And I can't wait to play with that lunar dust pigment. We'll put these. This was a freebie. We'll put these in here. These are. And I love her swatches. She was swatching. I'm not much of a swatcher. We'll put these in here just to keep them together. And I got the envelope here. We're going to start putting some of this back in here so that I could, and then these are the a coloring book. These, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the doilies. I could work them in, it's raining doilies. I could work them into an 8.5, you know, like have a page, have them in between. And so when you flip your page, you get this as a side of a doily and journal in there. That's probably what I'll do with the doilies. This was free from a friend. Thank you, friend. Whoever the friend was, I want to say it was Vale. Free from a friend. We got a coloring book. And then we got some papers. And I'm going to put the Build the Folio in here, but I'm going to keep the one that Lori made, Miss Paint Girly, out. We're going to work in that. And we got more papers here. I love Jacqueline's papers. And that's it. We're back to my... So when I get my shelf built, I'll probably fill that shelf up real fast. I'm going to have slots in here that I can just slide my papers in. I think I have about 15, 8.5. I might have to make them 9 inches. I think I have room to make them 9 inches wide, my cubicle. And it's 13 inches deep, and these are only 11.5, but I have to have a 2-inch. Well, I still have the shelf can go 13 inches deep. I'm designing a shelf. I'm going to build it out of foam board first. And then if that works, I might build it out of something else. Okay, we're ready for the fabrics. We're ready for the fabrics. Yummy fabric. I kept buying her fabrics. Me! Look at this. Yumminess. Yumminess. And I think this is that double? No. It's a double. It almost looks double. It's just thick. It's awesome. Me, it's a fat quarter. Who wants this one? Me. I kept typing in me. I'm going to fold these up and maybe put a ribbon or use one of these ties as a ribbon. I think the ties might have come from Lori. I'm not sure where the ties came from. And here's another pinkish one. Me. I'm just kind of smoothing out the wrinkles. I don't mind. It looks like this was a drawn work. I can see here. Let me hold it up. It was drawn work on the edge. Isn't that awesome? This will be nice for some slow stitch in here. It's a deep color. And for my slow stitch, I do not wash my slow stitch journals. So It doesn't have to be color fast. I don't know if this is color fast or not. I don't particularly care. It's a beautiful color. And of course, not all of it will go for slow stitch, but that drawn work part might. Me! And I'm just kind of smoothing it out so that I can fold it together here. Put a tie around it. And speaking of slow stitch, I don't have time to do it today. Maybe I'll show you where I'm at on it tomorrow. I have some things I want to do. I won't have time to stitch today because I've been putting off this trip to town for a couple weeks. I've been eating peanut butter and sandwiches, not jelly. I don't have any jelly, but I've been eating toast. Here's another drawn. Is this drawn work? No, it's just gathered. It feels like it's drawn work though. I'm not sure why it's gathered right there. It might just be from the way she ripped it. Beautiful green. Beautiful. Me. I remember buying these. I love it when Jacqueline dyes fabric. I love it when she dyes fabric, but she had remarked that it's getting harder to find white cottons. Have to go to the thrift store and buy some sheets. Wash them good and then dye them. Getting harder, she said, to find the white sheets to dye. All right. So what's here? I got 3 pieces there. I'm going to set these aside. And we're going to look at the... Oh, it's on a tie. Good. I bought 2 of these. I bought 3 of them. Maybe 4. I don't know if these came from Lori or Jacqueline. But they're snippets that you can... they smell good. They smell good. Smells like they've been sprayed with something yummy. I guess I got 3 of these. And this might have been, I don't know if they were on sale or what, but I bought 3 of them. Look at this one. This one is yummy. So those 3. And I have one. If I had my other camera stand, I could hang them up on my camera stand. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do with them. For right now, they're going to go back in the envelope, whatever I did with my envelope. Oh, let's put them in this first. We'll put them in here. I'll use them. You know, I'll use them. I don't know what for. I might snip some things off. I need one for that folio closure, and this looks like it might be a good one for it. For make your own folio. And then this one is more of a, let me pull it out. It's got more of ties in here. They're thinner. These are wider. Isn't that awesome? And this one is a wider one in width, I think. No, I think that's thinner too. Awesomeness. I'll probably be set for these for a while. I probably won't need any of these for a while. I have to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I'm going to put them back in the package for now. And I think I have some more just plain flat fabrics here. Let me set this. I'm going to fold this and smush the air out of it. Let's smush the air out of it. Wouldn't it be neat to do a collage? Take these and just do a random collage. Just collage them down. Ooh, that would make a neat journal cover. Oh, I'm getting ideas. I'm getting ideas. Oops, it's got to go the other way. Crunchy crunch, you guys. Oh, this would be a neat collage. Oh. Oh. Yes. That's what we're going to, because I've got plenty to play with. Well, where's the sticky part? It was the right way in the first place. I'm squeezing the air out. It goes like this. Yumminess. Oh, it's beautiful. Wouldn't that make a neat journal cover? Just take strips and collage them down, maybe on a poster board, and then fold the, and oh, Meri has ideas. We're gonna put this back in the big envelope. Hello, this is what Meri was waiting for. I have so many of these. This is what you've been waiting for. Envelopes. I can make a journal out of these. All right. We'll put this down below. And then we've got just a few little flat pieces here. And these will be nice for slow stitch. Let's see what else is here. Little Angie bowl that I use. Oh, looks like this is certainly from Miss Lori. She sells these paint chip things. Lori Pink Girly. Let's open this first. And these are fabrics I can use for slow stitch. All right. This is a paint scrap. These will go in my paste-to-page journal. If I can, yeah, these will go in my paste-to-page journal. Not all of them, because there's too many here. You could use them for cards. You can use them for journal if you need a background, a nice background. See, I could see. Oh, this is two-sided. I'm going to have a hard time. Probably paste one side down and use the other. Or it could even make a nice little fold. Beautiful butterfly on it. But I like the chip, too. I like the blank ones. This, obviously, she did some either stenciling or gel printing. This is Lori Pink Girly. She sells her scraps. Meri doesn't have enough scraps. Don't tell my brother. I've been trying to catch up my calendar journal. I'll bet I spent 2 hours one afternoon and 2 hours the next afternoon. I think I got 10 pages in January done in my calendar journal. It's out in the other room, or I'd show you guys. I'll show it tomorrow. And, of course, Lori makes beautiful bows that Meri cannot accomplish. See if I can put it back on without untying it. Yes, ma'am. She did it. This might stay out. And then we've got these folded fabrics that I'm going to maybe fold them one more time. I was going to pull one of those pieces of, I think I got one that's across the way here that I can let me reach over there. This one stays out. Put it with the Egyptian book. Let's see. Let me see. I thought I had one already out. What I have out may be from Rebecca, because Rebecca sells them too. I don't want to open up my, I don't know. Yeah, I think this is from Rebecca. Rebecca sells fibers, like this. It's not really the fabric, it's the fibers that she sells. You buy a pack of one of each one of her fibers. I'm not sure I want to use that because it's stringy. I wanted something I already folded up and put away. Let me reach over here. I've got Christmas here. Christmas present from my nephew and his family. I'm looking here. I'm looking. I'm going to have to get in here and clean off my desk if I want to get those shelves in there. Well, I can't put my hands on something to tie those together. I've got a big old trash sack in my way. So, Meri's stubborn. I'm going to open this up and grab someone to tie it. And put these back in. Oh, it won't be hard to reach in there. It's flipping open anyway. Hold on. You want one thing and 10 come out. Put these bits back. Let me just reach for one of these. They're probably all folded together. I want this. Which one do I want? This one? We'll go ahead and use one. They smell good. I don't know what she sprayed on them. They smell like they got a perfume on them. But see, she's got a clip there, and you clip them and hang them. And you could cut it down if you want, but why would you cut that? I don't know. Can I pull on this? You should be able to pull. I think you can. I'm going for this one. Can I pull? Did she sew that in there? No, you can pull it. I think. There's a thread there. Might be a bit of a pull at first till you get one out, and then the others will come out easier. I don't think these are stitched in. Are they tied there? No, I'm not going to cut it because I want a big long piece. I want to make a tie. Trying to get a hold of this purple one, which might be maybe I should choose another one here. Will that make a tie? Might be a bit of a stretch. I want the purple one. I want the one that I want. Yeah, it's tied in there. Make it where is it? This one's pretty too. Can I pull that one? Here, we'll do this one. It's longer. This is a nice long one. That's a pretty one. We'll do that one. I'll pull on that purple one another day. Looks like I almost have it out. I'm going to put this one just with it. Maybe I'll do it this way. Just kind of wrap it up at the top here. There. Alright, I dug that out. Now I gotta put it back. I won't squeeze the air out of it. I'll just fold it and put it back in the bag. All of that because I wanted a tie. But that's what's the fun. That's the fun of this, let me tell you. That's the fun. If you can't play, why buy all this stuff if you can't play? And today is all about opening the haul packages, so there we go. What I want to do, why I wanted that, is I want to fold these. Can I fold them in tri-fold here? Let's see what I got. Let's fold it this way. Fold it in this way. Fold it in this way. And fold it like this. And let's see if I can do that with all of them. Finger press them. I need something on top of that. And let's do that with these. I love dyed fabrics. I love dyed fabrics. This one looks like it's going to be larger. Let's try fold this. They don't have to be the same size, but let's try fold this. Or almost tri-fold. And fold it in this way. Might need to do a little fold here. And fold it in. Like that. Awesomeness. Almost the same size. Let's see if I can fold this a little tighter. There we go. Eyeballing it. And then I have another darker pink one here. I think these are fat quarters size. What is that, 18 by 22? Try fold this. Just like that, and then I'm going to take this beautiful tie which is probably too much, but we'll wrap it around a couple times. Come on, I only need one. And we'll just make a sort of a loopy knot here. Hold on. See if I can pull that through like this. There we go. And I'll just leave this out on display with my other little packet of dyed fabric from Miss Jacqueline. Woohoo! So that's my Jacqueline haul. Oh, these, I'm not going to open these. These are slow stitch. I'll use these for my slow stitch. I'll put them in my slow stitch bag. This one will be nice for slow stitch here. A nice background, a goldy green background. It's a fat quarter. Marked down from 3 to 250. And that is probably what you buy when you go to a fabric store and buy a fat quarter. This looks like a pretty thick fat quarter. You buy a fat quarter. I had it out here. I had from Calico Cottage, a real fat from the fabric store that I go to. This was a wrapping around a fat quarter that I used in my member stream last night, and they charged $3.50 retail for a fat quarter. And she marked this down to $2.50. So I got a nice little bargain here. Thank you. My brother's out there sneezing. Meri. This will make a nice... Oh, I have to show these. I'll have to zoom in on these or hold them up. Jacqueline's daughter does embroidery, and she was embroidering the words. We could ask for the words, and I asked for the word triumphant. Boy, I'll bet she had a time embroidering that, because that's really thin, silky material. Look at that, is machine embroidered. I asked for the word triumphant, and I got several of them, because I was going to use them. Meri Atelier. Ooh, how cool. Meri Atelier. Got several Meri Ateliers. It looks like she puts a interfacing on it, because this is awfully thin material. I don't see a interfacing on this one, though. Yeah, I guess there is. Isn't that cool? Machine embroidered Meri Ateliers and the word triumphant. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Tell your daughter I absolutely love these. This one was done in metallic. Looks like she might have had a time doing that. This one was done in metallic thread. Wow. And this looks like there's 3 of them that were done with metallic. Oh, tell your daughter thank you so much. And then here look, she did sunshine. Look, she did sunshine for my sunshine journal. Oh, I love it. Sunshine. I got 2 sunshines. Oh, awesome. 3 sunshines. Thank you so much. I love these. Ah, this made my day. Tell your daughter how much I really appreciate these. These are awesome. Let's put these this way. These are awesome. Let's put it back in the package so I don't lose them. Thank you, Jacqueline. Thank your daughter for doing that. My machine has the ABCs, but I haven't figured out how to do it yet. I can get the letter C, but I can't get the rest of the alphabet. I don't try very hard. I play with other things. Let's put these back in here. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Awesomeness. I'm going to keep those out. I'll keep it with my slow stitch. And this will make an awesome slow stitch background. These others will probably be worked in. This looks like you could use it for the drawn work. I'm doing, the D for this week is drawn work. This has a nice weave to one of these in here. Let me put. I said I wasn't going to open them up, but I have to explore. I have to explore. Yes, ma'am. This could certainly be used for drawing work because it's got a very nice weave. And oh, it's a nice feel to it too. My journal, my scroll is about 5.5 by, and you can make it as wide or as small as you want. But this, I think, has a nice, I don't know if that's all one weave though. I don't know if I can draw those threads out because they're little tiny threads. This may not work for, because see, the threads are tiny. But it looks like I could do drawing. A real talented person could. It's got a nice weave to it. It isn't what I thought. It was more like a jobelin. This is more like a, it's a very close weave with tiny, tiny threads. I suppose you could get a hold of them and pull them. You'd have a time of it though. And then I'll go ahead and pull this one out. This is just a cotton, that same as this one here. It's a nice kind of different color in here. You know, it goes from a gold to a white to a darkish color. I like this. It's kind of it's very graphic. It's not just straight stripes is what I'm saying. It goes from like a tan to a gold, probably back to a tan or a gray. It's a very interesting fabric. I'm glad I got that larger piece too. I'll probably see it better on the larger one. Alrighty. Oh, but I'm not done with the hauls, because I have a big package from Rebecca. And this sale from Rebecca, this package, I think this is the Super Bowl sale she sold on Super Bowl, was it Sunday? And there weren't very many people in there. Yeah, I think this is the Super Bowl package. And I got a lot of bargains. So this will go in my slow stitch. Except I'm keeping this out on top because I'm going to play with those. Let me turn around and I'll put them out where I can get a hold of them. I can't get a hold of anything. Alrighty. So now let's open Rebecca's package, which is falling open anyway. Looks like it's fallen open here. Probably with the book. She packed in a book. Put that down there. Let's just continue opening this. A box. And I'm going to split. Well, no, I don't want to split the envelope because let's just pull this out. This was, I thought I could use this to slow stitch with. You can tap with it. It's a string. Could probably tap with that. I forget what I paid for it, but I got it. And let's just pull stuff out. A lot of little packages here. Ledger papers. I know I bought ledger papers from her. Rebecca is a good one to get ledger papers from. She was selling some though this past weekend, and then this is just some batting I got from her. She sold it very cheap. Mostly fabrics and stuff from Rebecca. I guess that's the end of it. Let's see what I have. This is where I get all my slow stitch. I got some punchinella from her. Punchinella to play with. Some washi tapes. I use her washi tapes. She cuts them into strips, little strips, but they're nice to be able to reach in and pull out a little strip of these. I'm going to put these with my washi tapes. See, I got another package that I bought from her before I use them. I use them. And we'll come back to that. Looks like some crocheted doilies here. Now open it up. Can't always get to these Ziploc ones. Little baggies. Some little pieces. I like these littles. I like the littles. And there's a whole bag of them. I think she sells them 15 or 20 to a bag. I'm not going to pull them all out. But they're tiny ones. Let me put these back in. I like to use them when I'm building things. They go nice on bobby pins too. Oops, there's another one. I think she sells them 20 to a bag. Rebecca does. And we have I think these are tags. She makes tags with all of her fabric. Beautiful tags. This is a bird, bluebird. Can you see it there? The bluebird. Here's its head and its body. A beautiful lady. And another beautiful lady. And they're just kind of journal. Put in your journals. I'll keep those out. Some gold cotton. I'll use this in my slow stitch. Gold cotton. I think I got a couple yards there of it. It's a nice cotton. It's a nice soft, very nice cotton here. Oh, very thin. You could stamp on that. And this is looks like a table runner. It's got lace on the edge. I'm not sure what this, oh, I'll tell you what this is. We'll come back to this. I know what that is. Put this over here. I buy a lot of fabrics from Rebecca. Here's looks like this was a gift. A piecing gift. Piecing gift. That's what it says. P-E-I-C-E. I'm not sure what that is. P-E-I-C-E-G-C-I-N-G. I see piecing, but it's a gift. This is. And I think she meant it was just to, and I will, oh, you know what? I asked her for some plain blue background fabric because I wanted some for my scroll. because I don't have any blue. I looked all over one day for blue. This is a gift. This is a gift. She just gifted this to me. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I remember asking her for plain blue fabric. And she gifted it to me. Bless her heart. Let me pull the strings off. And I think this goes with it. This will definitely stay out. I use these type of cottons for my slow stitch. And I couldn't find any plain blue. And I said, Rebecca, do you have any plain blue? She says, I'll look. And she didn't charge me for it. Bless her heart. Bless her heart. These are some quilted pieces here. They're different fabrics, and she says it's free because there's some polyesters in here. She just gifted it away because it's not a delicate, yummy piece like what most quilters use. It's kind of polyesters and knits and all of that. But this is the type of thing that I could use in my slow stitch or on journaling. I even like the back of it. To tell you the truth, I like the back. It's a big long piece. It must be a couple yards. It must be a couple yards from here. It is. It's 2 yards. I like the back. I think the back is yummy. For a free piece, I'll take it. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Rebecca. And this was some batting, because I can always use batting, especially when I'm making ornaments and stuff. And these are some very, very rusty, she said they're very, very rusty paper clips. And this is a box of cards. And I think this is not her price. Well, it might be. It says $2 on it, but I don't. Usually she writes a price on the labels. This might have been another person's price or a store price. I'll come back to that. I think this is not a cards. I think it's a journal. I think it's an album. And are you gonna fall off the cliff for me? I think it's a photo album. But you could put index cards. I could see some of Jacqueline's index cards going in there. I see a project. I see another project. I think Becky is doing index cards. It's a waterfall, and you're supposed to put pictures in here. But look, it fits right in this box. So nice. I see another project here. Yes, I do. $2. I'll take it. And then I got a bunch of smalls here. Some keys. Some antique keys. And let me take the label off. We'll take them out so you can see them. We'll put them on a background here. Yeah, I think this was their Super Bowl sale, and everybody was watching the Super Bowl. She wondered where everybody was. These are numbered like 162. This is nice. This will make a nice journal charm. And I think I have a couple of smaller ones and a key in here. Two smaller numbers. 3. I feel like coins almost. 5 and the big one, and then 2 keys. Thank you, Rebecca. I'll use these. I will use these, and they already have the hole in them, so they're easy to put on your journals as journal charms, or however you want to use them. I'm going to leave that envelope open because I have some more over here. These are cameos. She was sewing cameos. It's on a dark background. I don't know if it's black or blue. It's hard to see. 2 of those, and then one on a lighter. I think this is more of a pinkish color, pinkish lavender. This looks the same, lavender. And this is more of a darker color. Cameos, and then there's a little beaded chain in here. I'm going to put all of these in the same bag. I'm going to have to, I got 2 empty teddy bears out in the kitchen. I'm going to have to clean them out and bring them in. These are some little bulb pins. I don't know if they're rusty or just coppery, but they're bulb pins. You can get them cheaper from Rebecca than you can retail. There's a little doily that fell out. These are filigree. I'm not going to take them out. They're filigree pieces. I see a butterfly there, some big round. These are all filigree metals. And some eyelash yarn trim. Some trim here. She put it all together. Eyelash and kind of a tape trim. So those are the littles. Let's see. Maybe I'll put these in there too. And I guess that's it. There's a piece of fabric here. She sold this for $3. This is I'm going to cut the price off. I don't need the price to remind me what I paid for it. Looks like she rolled it up and tied it up here. This is Sunshine. And nobody was buying it. She says, nobody wants the Sunshine. I'm going, Sunshine? This is Sunshine. This could go in my Sunshine journal. Look at this. Sunshine! Yep, this will go in the Sunshine journal. It's not from Jacqueline, but it fits the theme. Sunshine, you know, instead of rolling it, I'm going to fold it, and I need another tie. Isn't this awesome? I'm going to fold it. Yeah, this will make a nice pages for the Sunshine journal. Awesomeness. I didn't even think of that when I was taking it out. Then I bought some papers from her. These are just some book board. This is a card with a coffee cup. Looks like a die cut. I've seen Erin use these dies too. It's a journal spot. And I love her Ladies Godlies. I think I bought 3 sets of the Ladies Godlies. I won't open them all, but I will open one. Because even though there's text, it's interesting to look at these Lady Godlies. And I don't know if I could get any of these with pictures. Sometimes you see pictures in here. Well, I'm always, here we go. Here's some pictures. Lady Godley's, these are, I know you guys aren't seeing it. Looks like a cathedral window there. I'm not sure what, some sort of a bench or stool. But the reading is interesting. Sometimes you see quotes or poetry. Looks like a lady's fan. There's a foot and a hand. Looks like he's scratching his toes there. So I'm not going to open them all up, but these are very interesting. Look at that. I'll scan these before I use them. Ladies Godlies, and here's some poetry. So I bought 3 sets of them because they're yumminess. They're yumminess for journaling. And I told her I had bought some before, bought a couple of them before, and I really enjoyed them. And I said, I want some more. So I got 3 sets of those. And all my little stickers are falling down. I'm going to start me a sticker book with the Dee Dee and Jacqueline, and I get all these little stickers, little freebie gifts. Oh, those are the fishtail tabs. Even though these were a free gift from Jacqueline. Oh, I might keep those out. Put them back up there. I'm thinking I'll use those. But I might have to start me a little signature with these. I put them up here and they don't always stay, and I'm constantly putting them back up there. So there's the Lady Godly pages. This looks like a page of ledger sheets and sewn index cards on here, all for journaling, journal spots. And this is sewn paper, not ledger. It's just sewn paper here. Thank you for using the labels, guys. It's so much better than those mailing labels come off so easy. I'm going to put these back in here. These will definitely be folded in half and used in journals. Probably mix it up with Jacqueline papers. I'll put these in there too. And in here we have a folio, and I think this is what the ledger paper is going to. Yeah, ledger paper. Rebecca's a good one for buying ledger paper from her. I get my ledger papers from her. And I like to use these in journals. Yummy ledger papers. There's my stickers. I'm going to have to put them on with painter's tape. They're going to continually fall. So I'm going to take these Lady Godlies and put them in here with the ledger papers. Thank you, Rebecca. I enjoy everything. Look, I got this sunshine fabric. I'm just thrilled to get that. All right, we're going to take all of this. I'm not quite done, but we're going to put this back in the envelope if I can. I don't know if I can get it all back like she had it packed in there. I might keep that out separate. Put it over here for now. All of her fabrics. I'm going to have to go upstairs. I have a trunk upstairs that just has odds and ends in it that I got at a garage sale. And I'm going to clean that out and use it for fabrics. Now I want to show you. Let me put this back in here. My scissors are floating around. This is the last haul. Well, I have another haul coming from Jacqueline from last week. Got Angie bowls coming. And Rebecca's holding an invoice for me, so I'll probably get that in a couple weeks. I want to show you this piece of fabric here. This, she looked it up, and this fabric sells for $202. This is designer fabric. It sells for $210 a yard. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And she didn't sell it for that. I bought a, she was selling it in half-yard pieces like this. This is that a yard? It's a yard this way. It's not a half yard, it's a yard. And it's beautiful fabric. Can't you see that on a journal or 4? You could, I probably would not use it for slow stitch. It's a little, I could probably do some running stitch, but this is not the type of fabric you would slow stitch on. This, I don't know what, it feels very silky, but it's already got the interfacing on it. The interfacing is made with it. This would go in some mansion, fabric for somebody's mansion. And I think I bought another piece of this last week. She was selling the rest of it, and I probably bought a fat quarter of it. So this is yumminess. That'll go with the fabrics too. So that is my haul. Let me come out and chat with you guys. That is my Rebecca haul. Between Rebecca and Jacqueline, I really raked it in, didn't I? But both of these are more than one sale. Oh, I don't want to put it in this bag. That's, I want to put it in the other bag. Hold on. Put it in my Rebecca bag. And I do use all of this. I may not use it all at once, but I find uses for it. I'm going to have to get over in that corner and clean things out. I had it all cleaned out. Now it's all... Here's my paste-to-page journal. Let's turn this over and do some chatting. And let me tape those little thank yous, post these notes to my bulletin board up here. I've got a Jacqueline sticker. I've got Dee Dee. I've got a free gift from somebody. There we go. Put Penelope back on her throne. There we go. All right. Whew. And boy, I'll tell you, I need some more Angie bowls. My ink pens are overflowing. Look at this. I don't think I got another oval one. Maybe I did. I can't remember if I did or not. I might have got an oval one, but it's not a big oval like this one. I forget what I got. But all of these pens, and my oval is the one I have from Angie. Here it is. It's overflowing. It's overflowing. It can't hold everything. Got some. I bought that for my wax seals. I have to get back to my wax seals. I'm kind of straightening out over here. There's needles. I need my Angie bowls. It's overflowing over here. Looks like some tape measure I probably got from Rebecca. There's a free gift from Jacqueline. I'm cleaning off the side of my desk here a little. All right, let me put this back. Yep, I need another Angie bowl here to hold all my pens. Some of these need to go back in the cigar box, my painter's pens. And I found my little scissors. They were here. I don't know what I did with them. They're over here. And a ruler. I lose my rulers and scissors. All right, we'll just put them back away. Wait for my Angie bowls. Okay, I lost you guys here. I was going to come out and chat. Where are we at? Select app. I don't know what I'm doing. It looks like I put you in a... There we go. All messages. Hi, Chris. Chris K. Kalu. Chris is from Mexico. Welcome in. Hi, Dawn. Draw Tangles with Dawn. Welcome in, you guys. Cindy Daly is here. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Sylvia. Wasn't that a wonderful haul? It was really hauls with the plural. Both Rebecca and Jacqueline held my invoices for me. So I actually, there's more than one sale going on there. So I got some big packages. I don't buy all of that at once. I piled it up and said, put it on layaway. Not all the time, but they will hold if you... The thing with these sales is when they have the sales at the end, toward the end of the month, I don't get my check until the middle of the next month. So if they invoice on the 20th, I've already paid all my bills. So I ask them several times to hold it until the middle of the next month, especially if I'm squeezing. If my budget's getting small. I try to budget out, though. Hi, Carol. Welcome in, Carol. Carol is my quiet corner. Welcome in. Cindy is here. Chris. Lovely Malia. Oh, my goodness. A lot of you I haven't seen for a while. Welcome in. Welcome in. Oh, welcome in, guys. Cindy, Jersey's here. Oh, Jersey was here. She went to get coffee. I haven't had my coffee yet. My brother bought an apple pie. And it's a fairly large pie. And I'm going, he's not going to eat that whole pie by himself. I'm not going to let him eat that whole pie by himself. So last night after my member stream, I went and got me a piece of apple pie. Oh, Jacqueline, I don't know if you're listening. Jacqueline works during the day. So she's an early morning riser. She's, I don't know if she's still in here, but she says, I'm so happy I love the embroidery. Her daughter, Jacqueline's daughter, embroidered words for us on her embroidery machine. And I chose my life word is triumphant. And so I had her embroider the word, or embroider, machine embroider, the word triumphant several times. And she did about 3 of them with metallic thread, and I'll bet that was a challenge. I won't ask her to do that too often. I don't know if that was just something she did on the Jacqueline offered on. I don't know if she's going to offer that again or not, but she embroidered TheMeri Atelier for me, and I love that. And she embroidered the word sunshine. That'll go in my sunshine journal. I do love it, Jacqueline. Thank you so much. Dee Dee had to leave. She says, okay, I got to head out. Have a good day. Dee Dee makes it in here kind of when I first come on at 6. It's almost 8. I may leave a little bit early because I've got a full day ahead of me. I have to go to town, and I'm not looking forward to it. I wish I could stay home and play with all my art. The sunshine ones are really pretty. Hi, Vale. Vale, did you gift me some lace hearts? It said from a friend. Are you the friend who gifted me the doily hearts, the coffee dyed doily hearts, the large ones? I go, those look like they might have come from Vale. Vale is always, and it could have come from Lisbeth too. She's always gifting. Both those two are always gifting. Thank you, guys. Laura Jersey says, wow, that's gorgeous. What an interesting choice of a word, too. It's a beautiful word. I love the word. I claimed the word triumphant for my life word because I kept picking it over and over every year when you choose a New Year word. I said, to heck with this every year. I'm going to choose a life word. And I chose the word triumphant. And the reason that I chose that, well, honestly, if you look at the word itself, the triumph has already happened. It's triumphant, or I guess it could be a verb too, like they are very triumphant. But I see it more as, what would you say? It's something that's happening. You've already triumphed over something, and that over something brings in the negative. You either had a challenge or something negative, or something you were, I hate to say it, fighting against. Something that was bothering you maybe, and you triumphed over it through the grace of God. Yeah, I don't triumph without God. There's no triumph in my life without God. But I love that word so much that I claimed it as my life word. I said, I'm going to choose this word every year. And I love it because it's a victory word. It's like you were victorious over whatever was happening to you that you needed to win over. Arlene is asking Jersey if she has a word of the year. I don't see where Jersey answered her. I don't think she saw that. Are you still here, Arlene? Do you have a word of the year? January is when everybody picks words of the years. I've seen some good ones out there. And usually the word of the year applies to something that you want to see happen in your life that year, or something you're celebrating that year. But I get tired of doing it every year, so I choose a life word. So triumphant is going to show up a lot. And I see the word triumph a lot. I see it a lot in hymns. I see it in songs. I see it in reading. I see it in poetry. So I guess once you choose that word, it pops up every place. They're saying good morning to Laura. Thank you guys for welcoming each other in when I get into the zone of things. I appreciate you guys talking to each other and welcoming newbies in. Mina popped in. She's saying hello to Kara. To Carol, not Kara. Carol. Quiet Corner Carol. And Jacqueline's still in here. When I'm reading this, she says, my daughter wanted to know how you like the embroidery. I love the embroidery. I absolutely love it. Tell her if she does more, we'll certainly say, yes, please. Maybe that should be a embroidered word. Yes, please. That could be applied in ways that you don't want either, but I like the word yes. Yes! That's a victorious word. Vale said, Meri, did you come across the embroidery pieces yet? So I'm still going through stuff when they're chatting this. I got there. Arlene says, Inky Well, you thwarted yourself. She got the word jackal. She meant jacket. Maybe a jacket head. Arlene, I went to change my name and it says already taken. Yeah, by me. Inky Well. Maybe a jacket. A jackal. I'm not sure what they were talking about there. It looked like it was something. Meri, did you get the embroidery yet? Meri, did you get the embroidery? I wanted to see the embroidery. Kimberly was in here. Miss Kimberly. I don't have it out because my other camera stand broke, and I had this ring of embroidery floss, Weeks Dye Works. And was there some thread gatherers in there? I can't remember. That Kimberly sent me. Awesomeness. And Kimberly, I have it out over here, this little, around Christmas time. Kimberly sent me this little, I keep it out. It's Christmassy, but it's the little block that spells my name. Thank you, Kimberly. And on the back it says, Ertz. No, it's, well, I see that as an A. But if you turn that upside down, it could be Verts, or it could be Zerv. She said she got these at a thrift store, and she did a block for me of my name. I keep it out even though it's Christmassy. I could hang Easter eggs on that tree now, and Santa could be holding an Easter egg. But we'll leave him that way. I put him over here so I don't knock him off over the cliff. What did Dee Dee say that they're laughing at? Just cut it, Meri. Yeah, Dee Dee. Some things I will cut if I get too frustrated. But I like to save. Look at this. From my haul today. Look at all this transparency that I got to make art. Now this is from the other day. I'm going to put these in here. But look, these will make awesome transparent art journal pages. But you know what? I end up cutting anyway when I make I'll show you here in a minute. Let me open this up. No, I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to open it up and put these in here so I don't lose them. Let me show you the one I'm working on. I started it the other day. But I end up cutting these anyway. Let me move my phone so I don't. This is a transparency page I started last week. And I was using black and white photos and very fragile dictionary page. I was going to use these as folios, and they split right in the spine, so I just made. But what I end up doing with these larger ones is I cut them anyway and open them up, and I'm about ready to finish this one off. I want to put something in here. And so this was a black and white photo. I think I got these photos from Deb Ham when I was still buying from her. Let me get this journal out of the way. And so I put one on, and this one there, plan your escape. I think I had it going this way. And it kind of fits. They're out for a quick drive and they're planning their escape. And I might put these back to back. Well, I can't put them back to back because I've already put something. I've already put the boy ones on there. So if I want them like this, where they're out for a quick drive, they're planning their escape and they go for a quick drive, I'll have to put this in a center. But I open it up, and then when I've got everything fixed and planned, I'll show you the other side in a moment. I close it this way, and you can stitch around here. You can put charms in there. You could even put stuff on the outside if you wanted. And then you fold it this way, and then on this side is, let me open it flat this way. The boy, I did the boys here. I did a dad teaching his young boy how to swim over here, and I wrote the word swimming. This one I did not write on. I used, these were stencils for etching, and I used those. I didn't write. I could get out my white pen and write something. He's just posing for a picture. But after I have it all done, and I have it closed up and sealed and everything, then it becomes a part of a transparent art journal. And I have more over here that I've been trying to get them all in a pile. I don't have everything in a pile. But I put them in a see, these will all go into a journal. Now this one is just one, this is not a folio, this is just one package here. But I put these together, and what I like about and I can still stitch it in, I could make a flip out of it. What I like about them, when you create them, you have to think about both sides. What you put here could affect what's behind it. Like I could do one, let's see what else I have going here. I have some pieces here that aren't full. I'm trying to get everything together for a journal. I've got more that I've done in the past. And as I sort and find them, I'm trying to get them put together because I have them. Here's one that I did inspired by, and this one is not finished, but this will be another flat one. I could put those two flat ones together and make a folded one if I wanted. These houses were inspired by Debbie Epps' houses. And this is not finished because I want to put more on here. And I made these out of page protectors. These are, I put washi tape over the side that had a white strip there. But these are page protectors here. And then this is one I did a long time ago. This is actually 3 men on a camel. It's an old-fashioned slide. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's 3 men on a camel. And I think that this is from a Bible text here. It's all in German or some foreign language. So what I'm trying to do is gather. I've got more, but when I run across them, I'm going to keep this one out because I'm still working. I'm still working on a lot of these. But I've done these over the years, and I haven't quite got them all together yet, so I'm working on that. And when I finally get them all together, I'm going to make a journal. But I'm putting them in this package here. Yeah, you can see I don't work on one project and get it finished and then work on the next one. I don't do that. I work as I get inspired. And I usually get inspired when I get stuff. Let's see. I got some fabrics out here that need to be put with I'm just pulling off from the side of here. This is some Christmas stuff that I want to put in. I was working on the zines. Last night I was working on my December zine. Let me put this in the zine. Well, where did I put it? Hold on. This is my zine box. We're working on zines, zines from last year yet. But I worked on the December ones last night. And this is some December ephemera. And this is a cigar box that I think I got this napkin from Debbie Epps. And this is cigar tape around here, Tim Holtz cigar tape. And it's a cigar box. But I pretty much decorated it up. It makes a nice little holder for my zines. These are some old cards that I made. And I didn't get them all finished. But I was thinking some of these are pretty easy to pop off if I want. These are hello cards. But see, that double-sided tape, this is why I am reluctant, because it dries up on you. And I made these a couple years ago, and see, that tape just all dries up. So think of that when you're making cards that you want to last. So far, these haven't come apart, but see, this could go on another card. It could go here. I might glue this on now. This is one I never got finished. But I could use these in my scribble journals. These are unfinishes here. And I think I have a watercolor pad here. I'm just seeing what I have here. This is a journal I think somebody gifted me a long time ago. And I've always been meaning to work in it. It's just a little ephemera journal. I've got a writing board. I'm kind of cleaning off my space over here. Things accumulate. I'm carving ivory soap. Here's my bunny. There's my bunny. I have some, looks like a list. Photography, classical music, favorite colors, organization. What was that list from? A topic list. This is another list. Here are some Thanksgiving stickers. I'm going to put those in my... Here's a card from Riri. A card from Riri that I didn't get put in my Happy Mail. I should put all of these. This goes in the zine box. This goes in the Happy Mail box. These are my transparent art journal pages. I'm going to keep those out. These were from Rebecca. I need another envelope. And here's that Luna Dust from, I want to play with this pigment powder. This might be fun to mix in some resin, or I don't know if you could mix it with the hot glue. I don't know if you could mix it with wax. You can mix it with multimedia stuff. And let's see, I got Punchinella from Rebecca. I have lace from Rebecca. I've saved out some Rebecca. She calls these Rococo ribbons. Oh, I thought things were falling here. Hold on. Got too much. I need a bag. I need a bag. I need to put all of this in a bag. I've made some ink pads. I want to play with this and this. I might do that yet once I get this sorted out. I want to carve another ivory soap. I got it out. I let it set out. I unwrap it and let it set out because when you first unwrap this, it's got a very laundry, walk down the laundry aisle in the grocery store smell to it. So I let it set out. Here's some more Rococo. I want that for my put's house that will eventually get fixed. Here's some tatting that I tried to dot. And here's my small tabs and large tabs for my new Society of Idea Collector journal. All right, I got things kind of straightened out over here. Oh, no, not quite. I have the overall pattern for Penelope. I have some glue sticks, some latex gloves, all the pins and buttons. All right. I need to put all of this in an envelope. And I'll be looking for stuff again. Let's see, the fabric I can put down with my other fabric that I'm going to put out in the room. Here's just a sewing bookcase I thought could fit in a journal. That's just a scrap. All right, let me put this down with my... I need to... Oh, dear me. I need to put this with my fabrics that I'm taking out in the other room. Let's see. I used this one for these. I think I'm going to... Do I have another empty envelope? I saved my empty envelopes, but I'm not sure how many empty... Here's an empty one. Let's put these... The thing about putting these things in envelopes is you have to unpack the envelope to see what you have. But it just accumulates so much. And it's fun to go exploring. I'm going to keep the Rococo out because I do want to finish up that put's house. That's And if I keep it on my desk, rather than put the envelope away, I know, see, I'm using my reasoning here. I know that writing board, journal, writing board, I'll put all this. I know that this is stuff I'll use right away or I'll be reaching for. And these go with the transparent. The soap I can't put in an envelope. These are the littles that came with Rebecca today. And these are my transparent, what I do with the stack of transparent ones. They're over here. I'm keeping it out though. So if I keep this close by, I can always reach in. It isn't something that I will pack away. I should put these in that envelope too, because they're pages that I will use for transparent. Let me. And I could mark on this. Oh, I'll be digging through it again. I'll be digging through it again. You know me. I'll say, oh, I forgot that I put all that in there. But let's see, what time is it? Because I have one more thing I want to do before I leave. One more thing I want to do. What time is it? It is 8:10. I've got plenty of time. I have this rabbit. I have this ink pads that I made. I think this is the red. I think I made blue, brown, and red. I think I want the brown, but let me test it. Test it on the back of this. Yeah. So what I want to do, I don't think I'll carve anymore on this rabbit. I think I'm pretty happy. This side he needs an eye, but I can always carve in. What I want to do is take a, hold on, let me put these in the envelope. What did I do with my envelope? I want my desk envelope. Where did I put it? Well, I'll put it there for now. What I want to do, this is made from printer ink. And it's nice and juicy yet. But what I want to do, I just want a sponge. Do I have sponges over here? Yes, I do. I can't find these wedgie sponge at the dollar store anymore. These were Dollar General ones. And the ones I find are round makeup sponges. I can't find the little wedges. But what I want to do is take this ink and see if I can't ink the inside here. Well, I might have to use my fingers because I'm getting around it, but I'm not. Well, maybe I'm not trying hard enough. I may have to use a Q-tip. Oh, this is his hind end here. And this is just ivory soap, so this ink will wash off eventually if I wet this. Yeah, I have Q-tips out. I do. Hold on. My brother, I was going to buy Q-tips. I put it on the list, and he said, you don't need Q-tips. You got a whole box of them. I said, well, those are for the bathroom. He said, we got them in the bathroom, too. I haven't opened these yet. I need a box to put them in. Now, open it here. I don't know if you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm opening my box of Q-tips. I'm just going to reach in and pull one out. See if the Q-tip will get in there like I want it. Does better than the ink pad. And I kind of want to define my my carving here. So you can see a rabbit. I might have to get this off of the table. I'm going to put those Q-tips in a box. I'll have to decorate up a box. I have boxes I want to decorate. Let me zoom in so you can see this better. Zoop. Yeah. So I just kind of want to define where I've carved. I had an eye there. I might have to carve the eye out a little bit better. And I'm just playing with carving a rabbit sitting down. It's very interesting to carve dimensionally. He's got kind of a long face. And this side is not as detailed. I don't have an eye on him over here at all. And this is his ear. So I think I did okay for, I don't know if I've ever really carved ivory soap. Even as a kid, I might have done something. I think Jersey said that she did a ladybug when she was younger. Kids, they use ivory soap carving for like junior high or primary grades. And then you have to think dimensionally. Here's his head and his ears, his back. And his bun, his bouche touche. And all of this ink is water soluble, so it will rub off if I'm not happy with it. Most of it will rub off. And I didn't carve on the bottom at all. I think I could probably shorten up his face a little if I wanted. Let me get more in frame. I get out of frame when I'm working on this stuff. I could carve around his head a little more, make his eye a little bit more visible. His cottontail. Needs to be smoothed out a little in here. And because it's soluble, water soluble, you can play with it a little if you don't like it. But what I want is to define the carved areas. So it's, and I got his eye there, but it's not very carved. So I might go in and carve on his eye. Here's between his ears up here. So I kind of wanted to play with seeing how this ink would work on there. I'm pretty happy with it. A little spot in there that needs smoothed out a little. And here a little more. So I just kind of wanted to show the shadows. I'm fairly happy with this. It's not perfect, but it's not meant to be perfect. It smells good. Then, I'm not going to do it now because I don't have time, but I was watching another video about making ink pads where she used acrylic ink. I use printer's ink for these, and these are foam based. I bought some felt, but the felt's not very thick. these are Thanksgiving stickers that I'm gonna put in my zine. Let me cut these apart so they'll fit in my cigar box. I'll put these in there so when I get to November, I have some stickers to use. I'm going to finish my zines. Let's see. I was going to leave kind of early, but I don't know. I still have something I want to do. What time is it? It's 8:19. Let's take a stamp. And I was watching somebody stamp with their homemade ink, and I was pouncing on and I got blurred images. And I think I tried this another time. This is sticker paper that I cut off of the Thanksgiving stickers. I'm just going to lightly, I think I did this in my journal the other day, just lightly ink this rather than pounce on it, because this is very juicy yet. Very juicy, and especially the eyes and the face, they seem to blur the most. All right, got dirty on there already from my hands. And so let's put this cat on the sticker and see what happens. And I got the right side? Yeah. I love the bracelets. Have to tell Kellyanne I really love them. I think I got 2, maybe 3 others that I bought from her when she sells with Jacqueline. She had a half-price sale, and I took advantage of it. They're very comfortable. I'm going to wear them today. I'll take them off tonight. I can't wear them too long or I'll be breaking them. All right, let's see. It's about time to take this off. I know it's not how hard you press. It's kind of letting the ink soak into the paper. But I found that on my edges of my stamps that I carve, that if I don't ink right up to the edge and press that down on these, that they don't always get good impressions on the edges. So I tend to want to go in and make sure everything's, because these are not blocks, these are just the rubber stamp. And so you kind of want to make sure you get, let's see what happened here. Oh, it's almost too light. It's almost too light. Oh dear. Oh well, that's okay. This is why you play. This is why you play. I guess I should have stamped harder on that. That one didn't get closed. There we go. I got some more of these, but I got some smaller ones. Let's just draw on here. That's not a good pen to draw with. Use the pen plus gear. We'll use this cat. We'll use him anyway, just because I don't want to throw him away now. I'll just bring him out here with my pen. Because I've done this enough that I know how he kind of supposed to look. And then I had a, yeah, I'm going to try this again. I got time. We'll just put a leafy in here. I'm just laughing at myself here, my drawing. We'll stamp him again. See if I can't get a better impression. That's good enough. This is sticker paper. Oh, did I smudge him? That ink is still wet. I'm not going to smudge his nose. We'll let it dry a little. Let's get a piece of paper. That's the felt. Hold on. We'll use this tablet paper. Got a kitty there. Looks like it was dyed, probably from Jacqueline. Let's try this again on paper, tablet paper. Of course, it's going to curl on me. See, I tend to want to go like that. Let's see if I can't get more ink on it this time. I don't think I got enough ink on him. Let's see how this one stamps. It looks juicy. It might be because I was stamping on sticker paper too. But I'm going to try the acrylic ink. She just used a little drop of it with glycerin and alcohol and a little drop of Dawn dish soap. She just took the edge of her paintbrush, dipped it in the Dawn dish soap, and mixed it in. Just a drop. I think she used a teaspoon of glycerin, a teaspoon of alcohol, and did she use baking soda? She might have used baking soda for something else. I can't remember I don't think she used baking soda. And the ink, she used just a tiny drop of, well, probably more than probably about a 1/4 teaspoon of acrylic ink for the pigment. All right, let's see how did I get enough ink on this one? Yeah, oh, I see it smudges. So I either get too little, but see, this is tablet paper. I think it's more absorbent than the sticker paper. And it's still wet. I would have to use my heat gun to dry that. I can see it's shiny wet. Let's see if we can get a ghost image. This one won't print as nice. But it's fun to play with this. Now this is printer's ink. The stamps were made with printer ink. If I get a new printer, I should have asked Dee Dee while she was in here. about her HP printer. I'm eyeing an HP printer. They say you get a 3-year supply of ink. Well, that's probably for a normal user. I'll probably use it up in a year. Oh, it didn't even ghost at all. I got the whiskers. But see how that absorbed in there? Oh, and it absorbed over here. Probably the alcohol. And I did not use that formula. I did not use the same formula that I just told you to make these. These I eyeballed it, so I might have too much alcohol in this. That's how I usually stamp. And it's way too much, I can tell you right now, because I can see it on my stamp. Maybe if I don't press as hard. Yeah, should have pressed harder. So I'll have to get used to find a good recipe. I mean, these are okay. I can use all of these. I'll just use them in my journaling. They'll be fun to play with. But they're not perfect. They're nothing that I would send out as on a card or anything. They're nothing that I would send out on a card. He's got big pointy ears. This cat does. And dark eyes. The ink ran. He's got a brown face. Brown spot on his face. You can play. I mean, even if your images don't come out good, you can still make something of them. Let's do a leaf in there. Kind of a dirty cat. I like the back of them better than I do the front. This one's not too bad, but he's kind of blurred. The ink, I think I got too much alcohol in this formula when but I didn't measure, I just eyeballed. So I think that's the problem with these. And I can, if I decide I'm going to use up, because I can use it for backgrounds, I can use it on the edge of tags, the edge of journal pages. They just don't make, as it is now, the formula that I have on here does not make good stamped images, because they either print too light or they'll blur. But I can still use them for distressed art. I can use them on my art journal pages. Just put a couple stripes in there. Just give him his eyes. And his nose. There. I kind of like this one the way it is. I'm going to leave it. So, is there anything else I wanted to play with today? I don't know. I don't think so. I just did the hauls today. Most of the hauls. Played a little with the... This one's not too bad now that I drew on it. Let's do this, if I can find it. I pushed it way back in there. my desk. I got this huge sack of trash that needs to be thrown out. Now I can't find my... I kept that desk stuff, and did I throw it way back in there? Shouldn't have thrown it way back in there. See, I emptied this basket the other day. Here it is. I've got some empty boxes. One of the things I want to do coming up in my streams is wallpaper some boxes. Make some pretty boxes. I've got some pretty wallpaper. The thing about putting this stuff in the envelope, I have to dig. Now I want those cards. I want to put that cat on a card. So I have to dig. I think I'd rather put them in a box than an envelope. I have to go to Grand Island today. I think I'll go to, here's what I want, Hobby Lobby, and see if they have some boxes. They probably have Christmas ones on sale. I don't really want Christmas ones, but I like my, put this back. I want to put that sticker on one of these cards. I don't think it'd go good on those. Those are hello cards. These would be okay to... No, this one. See, I'm so disappointed with that tape. That's the double-sided tape. It dries up on you. It dries up. And I cringe if I sent cards and they're falling apart because of dried tape. So it's probably better to use glue than double-sided tape. You learn your lessons as you go. You learn your lessons as you go. This was a hello card, and this is a hello card. I guess one of these. Some washi tape there. I'll go in the washi tape there. I'll cut this sticker out. These I'll just put in my, probably an art journal someplace. I won't throw them away. It's just an experiment sticker. Really putting them on a card might not be the best idea. I might not do it because I don't like how he's... Oh, I could cut the whiskers off and draw them on there when you make stickers. Do that. And there's another project I have going is animals. I'm in the process of doing a dog. I've done a cat and an owl. My dog is designed, but he's not carved yet. I carved the ivory soap rabbit. We can do a rabbit. We should do a rabbit for Easter, shouldn't we? Maybe we'll do that tomorrow. Remind me. Because I'll get into my own little zone here. Like I always do. This was just scrap sticker paper. I do not throw away my scrap pieces that are big enough to use. Someplace I got a whole box of scraps. A plastic box, and it's filled with sticker scraps. And cut-offs. Let's cut this a little better in here. I'm glad I found my little scissors. I don't want to go to town today. I have to go. I have to go, and my heart just doesn't want to go. I want to stay home. But I don't have any groceries. I've been eating peanut butter sandwiches and toast. I had 3 apples and 3 oranges. I've eaten those. I had some onions. I made onion soup. I'm not going to put him on a card. Where am I going to put him? Well, let's just put him on here. That's where he belongs anyway. I got out a sponge. And you get your needle between your release paper and your sticker paper. And once you get that, you can pull back. I kind of hold on to my sticker paper and pull back on my sticker. He's gonna go here. And I'll draw his whiskers on now. With my pen plus gear. And that means I need to bring this one out a little more. And I don't have to be perfect on this because it's just play. It's just play. He's got funny ears. Don't call my ears funny. Oh, you got funny whiskers too. Yeah, I have a list. I think we came up with about 10 animals. A mouse, a rabbit, a dog, a cat, an owl. We came up with 10 animals that I could carve in this shape. Yeah, these just did not, this one's okay when I drew on it, but these are a little bit clearer. All right. So, that said, I'm going to call it a day. I want to thank you all for coming. Kimberly was laughing something. Let's go down to the bottom. Let me refresh. Chat filter. All messages. Did Becky come in? Hi, Becky. You are really close and out of shot. Yeah, out of frame. I zoomed in when I did this rabbit. Thank you, Becky. I forget to check. I forget to check. So sorry. I did that last night too. I get involved in what I'm doing. And here's my cat. The ink is juicy. This is dried now. It's soaked in to the back. But I just didn't have a good recipe. I think I have a good recipe now. And I want to try it with acrylic ink pigment. And I might even try it with some of that lunar pigment that I got from Jacqueline. See what kind of inks. I'm still playing with mixing my own ink pads. These are okay for, like, here's, I think this is the blue. If you want to do edges, it's wet for sure. No, this looks brown, but brown is okay. The blue is over there. See, these will work for background stuff. but they won't work for detailed. And they're on sponge. And so a sponge versus a felt pad is going to be a lot more juicy. So it isn't that I can't use these, it's just that for detailed work, these type of pads aren't going to be what I want. So I'm still playing with getting a good formula. Sorry for being out of frame. Thank you, Becky, for pointing that out. I do appreciate it when you... I need to look at chat more, don't I? Carol said it's like a minus 25 Fahrenheit. Carol's in Canada. She's cold. She said, I ran to grab a cup of coffee and then I crawled back into bed under the covers. Good morning, Becky. Becky said she's eating a bowl of sliced strawberries and blueberries. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good. Jersey says, Meri, I'm in the same boat. I would like to stay home, but I have to go out and get things done. I know. I do too. I need to go to the bank. I need to go to the hardware store and see if I can't find a decent sized padlock for my storage unit. He said the guy who owns the storage unit cut my padlock off for me yesterday, and he wanted me there. And I took the padlock I got from Amazon. I took pictures of some of the other padlocks that were on the doors, and because I wanted to get one like them. And I just snapped a picture of the padlock. I didn't fiddle with it or anything because I wanted to get the brand. Well, I got the right brand, but when we tried to, after he got my padlock off the door, he had to cut it off. And we tried to put the new one on there. The shank was too thick. It wouldn't fit through the little slot. So now I have to go get another padlock. But Amazon is letting me return the padlock, so at least they're letting me do that. But I have to take it to a UPS store, which means I have to go to Grand Island. I can drop it off at, like, we got to stamp some more here, but they charge a fee. And if you drop it off at a UPS store, they'll package it for you. All you have to do is show them the Amazon code, and they'll package it for you and send it off. And Amazon pays for everything. I just have to drop it off. So that's good for me. Belinda was in here. Becky said she's going live at 11. That's 11 Eastern, I think, to show how I make potato salad. So there you go. Becky is going live at 11 a.m. this morning. She's going to make potato salad. Ooh, maybe I'll buy some eggs and potatoes because I have to go grocery shopping. And onions and celery and what else? We got spices, so I don't need anything for that. I had to get off quick for a second. When I came back, it looked like Meri was brushing a tooth real quick. Brushing a tooth? I don't know what she's referring to. My machine does two. My sewing machine, Cindy. What did Cindy say? Dawn is here. She said, my pastor gives us words at the first sermon of the year, and they are random on stars. Last year, I had recreate. This year, I got easy. Oh, Dawn, I don't know if she's still in here, but how cool is that? Malia said, I had a word of the year, but I forgot what I chose. That would be Meri. I picked a word of the year, and I can't remember it. I picked a life word. And Jacqueline's daughter embroidered. My life word is triumphant, and she did embroidery. And not only did she do it in regular thread, she did it with metallic thread, which just blows my mind. And she embroidered the Meri Atelier for me, and she embroidered sunshine. So yay. Malia, I have been loving all of your shorts and videos, Jersey says. Draw Tangles with John says, I really catch a live. It's really early here on the West Coast. Yeah, you and Malia and some of you folks, I think Carol, are you in the West Coast? Carol might be in the Mountain Zone. Cindy Daly popped in. Jacqueline was still here. Dee Dee had to leave. Vale popped in. I can't go up any further. So I want to thank you guys for coming in. I apologize when I got too close with doing things. And I think I'll just leave my thumbnail what it was. Hello, what I've been waiting for. And I used, the reason I got my inks out is I wanted to darken some of the crevices here. I might do that again. And we're just going to, I don't think I'm going to do any more to this rabbit. I want to carve Penelope Rose. So thank you guys for popping in. And I will see you tomorrow morning. And we'll actually do some art. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.